I didn't want ChatGPT. What the fuck? Yay! We're going.
Yay.
So, business.
Yes, ma'am.
You got any? So what happened to you this week?
I'm in the market for a new best friend.
Rude. The audacity.
I had a couple accidents, but at least I didn't break my motherfucking elbow.
Look, this has been a struggle in and of itself.
I feel like because I've been trying to be more careful, not actually more careful.
It's pretty bad when you try. And, like, the crazy thing is, like, when I broke my elbow, I know I'm not in a cast. I know I'm not in a sling. It hurts more with it in. And until I get the MRI and the orthopedic surgeon goes through everything, we're just kind of raw dogging life right now. And it's not fun.
I smashed my hand in the truck door.
Why you did all that?
I almost tripped over a cat at work.
Stop doing that.
I slipped down this ramp my husband built for my one-legged mother. And I gotta throw that in there every chance I get. Heifer got one leg. Real freak accident. Maybe one day I'll tell you that story. It's fucking weird. But when I slipped, I told him, I said, I fell, hurt my back, hurt my head. He goes, how? I put the no slip strips up. That did not fucking work.
No, it didn't.
I still slipped, hit my back, bounced my head off the thing twice for sure. What are you doing?
Push that a little bit. There you go, because I was hearing feedback from yours.
Is that better?
Yeah, it stopped.
And then later that night, and I can honestly say the alcohol had nothing to do with it. I had one drink and like maybe a quarter out of a second. Cold one Taco Bell, okay? Taco Bell. You know what that means. Anyway. Well, yeah, but not that. Anyway.
I wouldn't go.
I fucking was going to go down the steps and I didn't shut the door. So I turned around, slipped, busted my motherfucking knee. Okay, I'm clumsy. I feel like, and I broke a salt shaker yesterday, a glass one. I'm petrified, okay? 2 days ago. I ruined my luck for the year. She's broken now. Give it a little bit. My ass gonna be broken too.
And the funny thing is like, we got my brother-in-law. My brother.
We all broken.
He got hurt at work first.
Yes.
Ended up, like, snapping his whole ankle.
I remember you calling me and telling me about it, and I was like, oh, fuck, that sucks. And then just a few days later, not even a week, because that was on, like, a Wednesday or Thursday, right?
No, it was, like, a week after that got hurt. I
got
hurt.
So, like, a week, maybe less, whatever. And I was like, how the fuck you do that? This bitch, I'm gonna do it, and she's gonna be so mad at me. I'm gonna post that motherfucking video from her Ring camera on the page.
I can't stand you.
I'm gonna do it. She's gonna be so mad at me, but I'm
already there.
If you want to see it, you have to tell us in the comments. If I get, bitch, 2 people and I'll post it. I ain't trying for no big number. 2 people, y'all want to see it? I'll post it.
It hurts so bad. God, it hurts so bad.
I love you. Like, I know it hurt, but bitch, I'm gonna make fun of you for it. I know you make fun of me too.
Zach, he's fucking hilarious. I love Zach to death. Like, my sister couldn't marry a better man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're 2 peas in a pod. Anyway, Zach said he wants to figure out how to make my screaming sound his text tone.
Dude.
He's like, it's ah!
He'd never miss anything, ever.
Never.
And if he figures it out, Dylan, make sure I get it too. I want it too. That'll just be her text and her call tone. I don't need nothing else, just that.
I hate y'all. I really do.
No, she doesn't.
Y'all are my damn nerve. So by the next time we do a sneak peek and a sure enough recording, it's gonna be a couple that you see because we do pre-record.
Yes.
But we will have the pod room finished.
I think when we're done, we should post some pictures of our pod lab. Like, after, because, like, I know we got most of the stuff. Got the paint, got the chairs. We got us a project, and I'm fucking stoked for it. But anyway, I think we should, like, make sure we got it decorated the way we want first. And then, like, take some pictures and like, post them. I want to do so bad.
It's going to... I know it's not a big deal for everybody else, but we are so excited.
So excited.
That we are able to continue to grow like we are. You guys have been amazing. We posted the other day that we're international. Oh my God.
Fucking stoked about that.
Never been so excited in my life to say that our little at-home podcast.
When my daddy heard you saying that we was international, he goes, oh yeah, really, where? And not me. This motherfucker's an Operation Iraqi Freedom Veteran. So my immediate response is, Iraq, motherfucker. And he goes, what the fuck?
Yeah, so we have listeners in Iraq, Bangladesh. We've got them in Morocco.
Everywhere. Y'all are amazing.
We have them in the UK. Oh my gosh. Like, I never would have expected.
It's been awesome. I will say, so we've talked about this. Once we finish all 50 states, we're going to try to find, you know, at first we just had the UK, so we crossed the pond. I feel like if we can, you know, continue, maybe we could find some from those other countries too and do one or two.
All of our listeners from the other countries, like, we have you guys send in, you know, recommendations on cold cases, and we just go through that and actually start posting. I know it's a little chaotic right now, especially since we're just doing the podcast in my living room. But you guys, we never expected it to get this far at all. Like, we were just hoping and praying that, you know, it was going to be like a pastime of ours. And here we are blowing it out of proportions.
Yes.
The fact that we are on ChatGPT blew my mind.
I was so excited when she read it to me. Big kudos to your friend for sending you that. It made me very happy.
Heart went to fluttering. I was riding on a high. I really was.
Fantastic.
But I guess that's all the business we got for today.
Don't mind me and my gummy worms. I'm going to keep eating them.
I'll join you.
I love gummy worms. Sorry. It's a weakness.
They're amazing. How can you not? I'm going to take a sip of water and then we'll get started.
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to say yes, ma'am, because she was just a little scary.
Look, them kids, I'm telling you, I love them. Whole heart, I love them. But sometimes I forget that I was a thug back in the day. Now I'm a mom, so I got to rein in the thug.
Yes.
Lord. All right, so welcome to this episode of Blood Beneath the Moss. We're your hosts,
Abby
and Sammy. Today we'll be discussing the maddening case of the disappearance of Amy Billing. This Alaskan cold case is almost 52 years old. This case will have trigger warnings of what is possible outcomes to what happens to her. This is like the police's theories and stuff of that nature. We will talk about human trafficking and some sexual abuse in gang-related settings. So if that makes you uncomfortable, click off.
This one's not for you.
When Amy vanishes, it catches everyone off guard, but what comes next makes this one kind of a hard one to listen to. So, Amy was born on January 9th of 1957 to Susan and Jerry Billing. Amy grew up in a historical community in Florida called Coconut Grove, which is located in Miami. Most of her life, she was surrounded by sunshine and people along with ocean views. When her parents split up in her teenage years, her and her mother took a completely different turn. Like, they went to Anchorage, Alaska. So you go from the sunshine state to bumfuck cold.
I'm trying to go from cold to hot.
Like,
what was that?
They did the opposite. Instead of snowbird, they went north for the winter, and that ain't for me.
No,
I don't like the cold. It make me hurt. Talk about a trip around the sun from one extreme to the next, like we just said. Amy was described as a strong-willed, independent, and curious to the ways and the wonders of the world. She initially came off as standoffish, which is okay, but once she got to know you and you got to know her, she said to be very loving and warm to people. She just didn't let anybody into her circle, though.
That's not a bad thing, though.
No, it's not.
Especially at her age.
Yeah. You know, she wasn't known to be naive either, but she wasn't hardened by the ways of the world in any way. Yeah. Like, even with her folks splitting up, she was relatively understanding, still kind. She didn't have that teenage angst and animosity towards anything. So, now with this big move, it was a big cultural and social switch up for a 17-year-old, which, that's a social switch up for someone our age.
Yes.
So you go from one extreme to the other, you're going to be like, what the hell?
Exactly.
It was like that when I moved up here.
Well, and not to mention, she's 17. Like,
yeah.
There may not have been teenage angst that she showed, but you know, I mean.
She was probably
17, like, her whole world just flipped upside down.
Slightly panicking, yeah. You're trying to figure out who you are at 17 or who you want to become in life. So that's two different, very, very two different things. She was in that weird stage of still being a child and growing up overnight into adulthood type deal. She wanted to know the new her, but of course there was their typical mother and daughter relationship that came with that, which I know from my mom and me. Like, when I was a teenager, we loved each other. We didn't like each other.
Yeah, I loved, the same for me and my mom. I loved my mama, but
we didn't like each other. Now, me and my mom are best friends. Like,
yes.
I told her the other day, nobody can get sassy with her but me.
No, absolutely not.
You not getting sassy with my mama. I was
so mean to my mama growing up. I was a daddy's girl.
You know? I was too.
So, like, it's weird now that I'm an adult and like, it flips.
I love my daddy with everything I have. I'm still very much a daddy's girl.
Yes.
But let something happen to my mama and think I don't go postal.
I'm gonna need a grippy sock. Something happened to my mama. I'm serious.
Grippy.
Anyway, sorry.
We went off on a rant. I told my mama the other day, I said, anybody get sassy with you, it's not allowed.
I want to know, too. I'll fight somebody from Mama Christie.
It's not allowed. I'll fight somebody for your mama. Your mama like my mama, and my mama like your mama. My mama told you was adopted.
That's right. Bitch, you's adopted, too.
I know I am.
She just refers to you as her daughter now.
I'm okay with that. No, so, sorry about that. We kind of got on a little rant.
My bad.
So, it's your typical teenage behavior. You know, mother-daughter button heads. Now, let's note they were close, but they did butt heads on such things as, like, staying out too late, take care of your clothes, testing the boundaries as like a kid would, to see what she could get away with.
Oh, yeah. Well, and again, at that age, that's kind of expected.
Yeah,
you know?
That's typical. It's typical with our kids. Like, with your little brother staying here and my son, like, they both, just earlier.
Yep.
Testing boundaries. You know, it comes with it. Amy wanted her freedom, but she also didn't know the risks of what came with that. As Amy was trying to figure out her, it made her stand out in a crowd, especially with the town folks of Anchorage, especially since they were so, back then they were so close knit. Are you good?
Yeah, I had an itch, sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't want you to miss on this. She was considered rebellious on her quest to live that freeing, independent lifestyle, but let us note this. She was said not to be on the downward trend, like drugs, sex, or being wild and reckless. Like, she was just, woo, kind of kid.
Just being free and happy.
Exactly.
Okay.
She was not estranged from the townsfolk, but she was known to hang around areas that had questionable characters in them, which, that's just people being people being.
Yeah.
I'm going to judge you on that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I do it. I ain't going to lie to nobody.
Me too.
And would. This is one of the many disagreements her and her mother have had. Like, you're the company you keep type stereotype.
Yes.
Her mother has been known to say that her daughter might have had a rebellious side, but she would never cut ties with her or her father willingly. She was not the type of person to disappear without a word. Susan, Amy's mother's strongest arguments with the police was that she would have never left like this voluntarily.
Yes.
Which I can see, because, like, granted, they were, from everything that I did, they were close.
Yeah.
So I always trust mama's instincts. Always.
Yes.
So let's set the scene here real quick. You're in Anchorage, Alaska, literally bumfuck, and you got a pretty mouth. Very rural country at this time. Do not come at me. Do not. You have your seasonal workers, your transient population, and a small, well-connected, like, biker clubs, mostly informal. Nothing of ever, like, national levels. So they weren't like the Banditos, the Hells Angels, or anything like that. These are just small, little local chapters that, you know, would put on fundraisers, raise a little hell, kind of thing. Nothing crazy, but they weren't your typical, like, you and I. Yeah. Which... so be it. You like it, I love it for you. Exactly. As long as you ain't doing some shiesty shit, we're cool. Yes. So, not a whole lot going on. So, Amy's out here making friends with people she would not normally have back in Florida. Okay. Right? Now, Amy has made a name for herself and known history of hanging out with some of the rougher folks, which was the biker clubs. Yeah. To a young, freedom-seeking teenager, a biker scene would give her the feeling of being older and what was giving her control and confidence over the outcome in life that she was searching for at the time. On July 5th of 1974, Amy tells her mama she was leaving the house. She would be back shortly, never stating where she was going, though. Unfortunately, Amy would never return home or to be seen again after that short encounter with her mama. So when the town's police finally got the missing person report going, Amy is known to have affiliations with these local biker clubs. Police officers try to angle their investigation towards it being more notorious than what it really was, so to speak, from the other townspeople. Okay. This is when the town rumor mill went flying. We're talking about assumptions of major outlaw clubs, secondhand accounts, played out biker stories. So before I get too into this and get my ass caught up, because I do know some, like, serious bikers, this ain't nothing like that. This is the stuff I have researched and not have produced on my own. This is public knowledge to the case, and it ain't my damn business. I'm just stating what's there. So, now with that being said, now no biker affiliation has ever been named officially. But one group of names did pop up a couple of times within my research, and that's the Hells Angels. And several of the Hells Angels support groups, such as 81 Support and XMC, and other evolving chapters like Brothers MC, along with non-structured groups local to the area. And with it being in the 70s, the biker culture was known to be rougher and more ragged than the biker culture is today. Yeah. So, like, the biker culture is today, yeah, they're a bunch of outlaws, but it's not the type of outlaws that you would see, like, sex trafficking or drug running or gun running. It's, at least the people I know. Yeah. The people I know, they're like, what's up, dog? You know, they're cool. Yeah. They're not fixing to kill you on the side. Now, they do have some like that, but not the people that... Me neither.
The bikers I know, they be running fundraisers and shit, so...
Yeah, same. No. Same.
Might look a little scary. There's this one, his name's Viking. Fucking massive. Like, six, I don't know, he's huge. First time I met him, I was a little scared. He's just a giant teddy bear.
And you know, most of them are. Mm-hmm. Now, they don't want you in their business. That's not your place, but...
Look at Papa Mark. That old man.
He's so sweet. He really is.
I love him.
Do. But like I said, in the 70s, the biker culture was known to be a lot rougher than what it is today. Many of the outlaw clubs then were involved in violence, secrecy and money laundering, drug use and selling products, and the worst part of all was sex and human trafficking. Yes. This is what led to theories in Amy's case. Keep in mind that they are all theories and speculations. Authorities stated if they were dealing with bikers, it would not be the whole affiliation and the chapters, but with an individual within those affiliations and chapters. So they were thinking that it was just a couple of bad apples within that. It wasn't the whole club. It wasn't... Yeah. So...
I gotcha.
Which, I mean, you get that in any kind of setting. Yeah, absolutely. You can always, you get it with cops. Yeah. Like, you can have a couple bad apples in a department. We've discussed this. Yes. So, again, don't come at me for the biker shit. I don't want to get got. As time went on, Amy's case began to grow cold since there was absolutely no forensic evidence, no body, no crime scene, no nothing. The whole true disappearance case. Like, this is when the rumor mill went absolutely cuckoo bananas. Most of the tips started coming from the known bikers and clubs, random pedestrians, and even Mr. Frank Sturgis himself. If you don't know the name, if you don't know the name, you will hear shortly.
Yeah.
But they all spoke in very vague terminology with never truly verifying stuff like locations, names, or even time frames.
Okay.
The facts that we do have are verified by the last moments with her mother. We have no confirmed sightings, no verified meetings with anyone, no confirmed destination of where she was headed, no confirmed suspects, and no verified eyewitness statements. So this is what makes it tricky, because it is truly a disappearing case.
Yes.
With all that being said, we're going to start breaking down Susan's role in her daughter's disappearance, Mr. Frank Sturgis, and the behavioral probability of what the authorities' idea of what happened to Amy.
Okay.
Now let's talk about Amy's mother, Miss Susan. She is a total beast of a woman. She deserves all the praise and set the bar for what most mothers would have done for their children.
Oh,
like,
yes.
if the shoe was on the other foot and I had to do that with my kid, 10 toes down, I'd be doing the same thing. And I know you would be too. So, for 20 years after the disappearance of Amy, Susan inserted herself in her daughter's case, followed all the leads, saying that no one's going to look and love my daughter like I do. So, I'm going to do it type energy. This woman met with hundreds upon hundreds of bikers, informants, and regular people claiming to have knowledge of Amy. By herself. No police present, no backup, just busted in, literally, like, several of the places, she literally just busted in and said, somebody's fixing to fucking talk. Like, this woman was a beast.
Yes, absolutely.
She endured hundreds of so many disturbing confessions, from phone calls to face-to-face meets. Susan's life became consumed in the cause for looking for her daughter. This is the definition of what true love is. Like absolutely. A mother's love is.
Absolutely.
When Susan started following all these leads, it truly took an emotional and physical roller coaster on her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she traveled across several states following multiple tips. She met up with strangers in biker bars, roadside hangouts, and even in private residences. Super dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
This
but
was
for your kid,
100%. And would.
Yep.
For your kid, my kid, their kid, her kid.
Yes. Exactly.
This was an extremely dangerous situation for a single woman to meet up with complete strangers.
Yes.
Each meetup situation themselves were usually very tense, unpredictable, and completely emotionally draining afterwards. Here's a trigger warning, just heads up. Most of the tips she got were like a 50-50 type ordeal. About half of them told her that they heard of Amy, and the other half told that she better stop asking questions if she didn't want to end up like her daughter. Or they even had some that played dumb and denied, like, I just wanted to see if you were about it kind of thing.
What the fuck?
Oh, it was rough. The half that did recount knowing either of Amy or knowing her directly painted an unbelievably detailed description of the direct involvement of her disappearance. It started to show common patterns where the abduction scenarios made sense. Like,
okay.
Your brain plays like tricky things with you at any given point in time, and if you hear something enough, you start to believe it.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I'm not pretty, or oh, I'm this, or oh, I'm that, and you say it enough, you start to believe what you do. Yeah. So this is kind of where this goes. They started to talk about how she was transported across multiple state lines and passed between men and clubs. The term "pass" is used to describe physical and sexual abuse she faced. All of this is what ended her life. I opted not to go into the detail of the horrific falsified statements that I read, because some of them were pretty graphic.
Yeah.
And being that I gave you a trigger warning, that's where I'm stopping at.
Probably best.
Every lead that Susan followed, she relayed to the authorities. The local police department said because of her determination, her case would have been cold a lot sooner, and most of the leads would not have been pursued. Every lead she followed through with the details, never truly lining up between the storytellers, and with some later recanting their statements.
Of course.
because they didn't want to get wrapped up.
Exactly.
Or they were just seeing where this was going to go kind of thing. Which is fucked up. Very fucked up.
To put a mom who's clearly desperate to find her daughter through some shit like that, there's a special place in hell for you.
Facts. No matter what, she never let it deter her from finding out what was really happening to her daughter.
Yes.
Face to face to endure the scrutiny of the manipulation repeatedly giving her false hope. Keep in mind, she even developed a relationship of some sorts with the callers just to hope that she could get answers. This is where Mr. Frank Sturgis comes into place. Now, Frank Sturgis is an unusual name for anyone, but his name is historically known with his so-called complicated past. Frank was a former U.S. Marine who was associated with the anti-Castro operations in Cuba. He had known connections to the CIA intelligence circles, and was one of the most known cases of Frank was his arrest in the Watergate scandal. Finally, he was also one of the burglars caught inside of the Democratic National Committee headquarters in 1972. Like, goodness gracious, this man was a busybody.
Yeah, he was.
And he was all over the place. Like, he played good for a little while, then he flipped script and went to a different side. And was a hell of a mess.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Frank had a hell of a reputation for being a self-promoter. He had this way about him of how he could insert himself into the highest of profile cases, which is wild to me. Like, why would you insert yourself into something you had no business inserting yourself with? You good?
Yeah, I fixed my shorts.
Oh, okay. He was said to have connections with criminal and paramilitary circles. In the ways of the world, the company he kept was like a sketchy fella and operated in very diabolical ways.
It sounds like it.
With all that being said, Frank took it upon himself to contact Susan directly years and years and years after Amy's disappearance. He told her that he could help her uncover the whole truth and the people involved. Frank's version, through multiple tellings, stated that Amy was walking down the road from her house and was picked up by a biker in Anchorage. This is when she was held against her will and began her service to the biker gangs and clubs. She was moved from man to man, club to club, gang to gang. She was transported over state lines multiple times until she was eventually killed when she no longer served a purpose.
Okay, so before you go further, this is where I think you differentiate. We have biker clubs who their purpose is to do good, and then you have biker gangs who their purpose is drugs, money, guns, and girls.
So not all clubs are good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have your clubs, and then I don't care if you say you're a club. If you do that shit, you're not a biker club, you're a biker gang. I'm sorry.
I'm not getting into that.
I will.
I'm not. I know too many people. I'm not doing it. You got me fucked up.
I'm not saying nothing bad. All I'm saying is, like, the number of them that call themselves clubs, but when you do gang-like activities, that doesn't make you a club no more. That makes you a gang. That's my opinion. Okay? My opinion, not hers, obviously.
Pinky out. Take a sip. Moving forward.
She tired me.
No, I'm just not getting got. Bitch, I know better.
Got a mystery mouse tool for you.
They got them too. Don't play. She was transported over state lines multiple times until she was eventually killed when she no longer served a purpose. The way Frank told these tellings is that he implied he had direct involvement or knowledge through his contacts. So,
okay,
makes the waters a little muddy, if you ask me. Come hell or high water, the investigators tried to verify everything Frank told Susan. Frank's story was a whole red flag. Some of the investigators said that his involvement helped cement the biker angle, but it added another layer of confusion, like an onion. Like, it already was a heartbreaking case, but here you go muddying the waters, putting yourself in places that doesn't add up, that you were supposedly there or not there during that time frame.
Yes.
Right?
Because from what it sounds like is some of these things he's saying, you would have to see that shit. Not just heard it. You had to be involved in some way, shape, or form.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think. Because, like, if you're giving angles that make sense, it's like, huh. Now are you just being a psychopath and revisiting it?
Yeah,
So, like, there's other ways you can look at it, too.
Yes.
But it was a heartbreaking case. Like, her case is just mind-blowing.
Yes.
His storyline changed dramatically each time he told the story to someone new. So he was never consistent unless it was with the authorities. Like, say he meets you on the street, he's going to tell you that they took a left and then a Ricky and then the sky was purple. But he told the authorities that he took a Ricky, then a Larry, and the sky is blue. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
This included key details with the locations, the time frames, and who was and was not involved. So yet again, we're up Schick's Creek without a paddle and no evidence whatsoever.
Yes.
Just more allegations, more storytelling. The closest thing that investigators have to any evidence is what they call behavior probability. Since they have no location, no confirmed location, shall I say, no suspects in question, no physical evidence, and no confirmed details that lead to new evidence, this is what they came up with. But anyone with common sense could come to this conclusion.
Oh, yeah.
They think that she was picked up immediately after she left her mother's home. Like, she was seeing somebody and, like...
Yeah.
She was trying to be sneaky.
But it ended badly for her.
Yes. Immediately after she left somebody's home, she met foul play shortly after, and with no evidence of long-term survival since she had no communications with her mom. There's not much to say about where Amy might be or ended up. They didn't move to a new rural area. There's new people, new dangers in the area, not including people such as major wildlife game, which you've got bears. You don't have bears in Florida. You got bears in Alaska.
Yeah, you do.
Big bears. And if you have bears in Florida, it's like a little black bear.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing like grr. Because, bitch, I've seen grr. I'm not doing it. Fuck no. Mm-mm. And I like being outside. Not me. Speaking cursive. Or were all the horrible things that the men saying were true? I do know that her mother could have ended up in a very comparable situation as her daughter's storytellers, you know, meeting with them and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
She could have been in the same ordeal. Especially entering, like, hostile territory and trusting people with questionable motives. Even today, women in the biker world are seen and not heard. It's a man's world.
Yep.
You submit to your man. You know, you don't go about, you know, shouting out businesses. Yes, daddy, and go about your day kind of thing. I swear to God, I know people in it. Anyway, now I done lost my spot. So when women come in making a little loud behavior, making the world a little loud, most put on the bravado and play mind games. So, making what could have been facts flooded with fiction, it's impossible to solve without a true confession. Like, looking at both women, they were beautiful. Like, both full of spirit. Even her mom. Like, you look at her mom in these photos and stuff like that, she was a 10. Like, this woman was banging. And I ain't even that weight. Like, she was fine. And her daughter followed in, like, looked like she plucked her from her asshole. Like, for real. So she was beautiful, too. Like, they were both full of spirit, forces to be reckoned with. That does not sit right with some of those biker mind frames.
Yes.
Because when you become a pick-me, or you're just outright beautiful, it tends to make everybody else kind of towards you. So that could have put them in a situation and stuff of that nature. From the disappearance of Amy to the emotional manipulation and falsified statements to Susan, I just pray that they both get the peace that they deserve.
Absolutely.
Because honestly and truly, like, we could go on and on and on about all of this, but in the same, you just end up doing circles.
I think in doing these cases, the more and more I get into them, I feel like most of these cases, if they're ever solved with how long they've been, you're looking at, like, maybe you'll get lucky and get a deathbed confession.
Maybe.
And, like, there's just so many that go unsolved for so long that I feel like a lot of people, that's what they hope for. And then for it still not to happen, tragic.
It just shows, like, how much ugly truly is left in this world.
Absolutely.
Like, nobody's perfect, I get that. But it also shows, like, the evil side of it all.
Yes. And
to hold something in, like taking someone's life, that haunts you.
Yeah.
That fucks with your everyday, because then you lay down in bed at night and you see that.
Yep.
It's a constant replay, and then if you think you forgot it, then your brain plays this little ugly trick on you, and it comes back and like, oh my God.
Yes.
So I don't know how these people sleep at night.
They're sick fucks.
Facts.
They have no... To me, if it doesn't bother you, you have absolutely no moral compass. That angel that's supposed to be on your shoulder, motherfucking devil on the other side done killed that bitch.
You ain't fucking lying. I don't get it. I really don't.
No.
I thought I moved that. Apparently I didn't. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. I did. There we go.
Yay. I mean, I hope that one day they both get the peace they deserve. If her daughter was truly murdered after all of those things that happened to her, I pray that they find her body one day. And I feel like in Alaska, or if they moved her across state lines, who knows where she is. Well, but I hope that one day they do.
My thing about it is, you're in a very, at the time, it was a very rural area. Like, Alaska is still very rural in a lot of aspects. Yeah. That word is so hard to say. Rural. Blech.
Don't roll the R.
Bitch, I speak cursive. Everything rolls. Bitch,
I can't with you.
I didn't take medicine today.
I took mine.
I did not.
I'm cool as a cucumber, bitches.
I'm not.
I think I'm better when I'm not, though, man. I kind of wish I wouldn't have taken it now. I'll be right there with you, bitch.
It's so much fun on this side of the fence. Ooh. But in the same aspect, like, you're in this rural area. You're facing, like, a whole new ordeal, because you've got critters that will take you and eat you. You've got critters that will drag you off, and there's a lot of ground to cover and not a lot of people to cover that ground.
Well, and I feel like the likelihood that she was killed in Alaska is kind of small.
I don't.
With all the stories of her being moved across state lines, I feel like it, I mean, possibility, yeah, she's still there, but an even bigger possibility she's not.
But look at all the terrain and territory you got to go to get to Alaska.
That's true.
Still very rural, still very
rural. All
My
right, Scooby-Doo.
My elbow killing me.
Ruh-roh Raggy.
Ruh-roh Raggy's right. Shit, that thing hurts. I done forgot what the hell I was fixing to say, because the pain just said, with all the rural areas around, it makes it hard to determine, and even if they did cross state lines.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at how many miles you got between this state and that state to get there, and I can guarantee you they didn't take her on the highway.
Alaska don't connect to nothing, bitch. Of course they didn't take her on the highway.
You still gotta take a ferry to get to the highway, bitch. So when you get from the ferry, from Alaska to the ferry, from the ferry to the other state, you're in woods. You got some back-ass woods road to take you from point A to point B. And I can promise you, if she was messing around with bikers, they ain't put her on the interstate.
I don't know why, but I'm starting to feel real spicy. I know why. It's bullshit.
I've been spicy. It'd be alright. It buff.
I don't work in aviation, bitch. That's your job. You work in detail. That's literally your job, to buff shit out.
Actually, technically, I'm on stripes, but technically, I'm out of work until this is all figured out. So
whatever.
I can't stand you. Anyway, I'm glad y'all tuned in, and I'm glad we had this conversation today. And I hope. What the fuck are you doing?
I just rubbed it on my face like a dipshit. I was wiping it off.
I'm done. Anyway, join us for next week's episode.
Yeah, or a live stream in a few minutes of her husband live streaming us fighting in the front fucking yard. Bitch.
I can't fight you. I'm broke. I only got one chicken.
Oh, really? It's fucking an hour ago you was, I might have one arm, but I still kick your ass.
I got a hell of a right hook.
Sure as fucking ain't got a left hook.
Hell no, that chicken wing broke, son. It's that flump.
I'm gonna post that video for y'all.
Please don't. Please don't. I can't stand you. Anyway, do you want to tell them about what the next episode is?
Sure. So, the next episode, it was a hard one for me to research. I have 4 kids, so any of the ones that involve children, to me, are hard to do.
What the hell?
Somebody driving a truck that daddy bought and thinks he needs to be a hard ass. That's what that just was.
I'm pretty sure even through the denoise and the
I heard
elimination, I heard that.
Sorry about it, guys. So,
for real.
The next case is going to be based out of Illinois. It is a very sad, messed up story about a little boy who was just days shy of turning 8 years old. Brutally murdered. Never found out who did it. I picked Illinois on this one because that's where my dad's... We've been trying to pick states, that have meanings to us. And my dad's side of the family, most of my family is from Illinois. So I don't know. Typed in Illinois and this was one of the biggest ones that came up. And it's just sad.
It is sad.
It was very hard to...
Especially with such
do this one.
Littles that we're involved with,
Yes.
It's never easy.
No. Thing about a little boy getting killed, it made me want to fight somebody.
So my mother is FaceTiming us.
But we will talk about that next, and we got to answer Mama Christie. So, thanks, guys.
Thanks.